Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Music Scrap, the Musical Scrapper. A beautiful Monday afternoon here on the east coast of Canada. Very hot, summery day. Not quite as humid. It was humid, but not quite as humid as the last couple of days have been. But, yeah. So Irma has pushed all this hot, humid air up north. Normally we get it in August. This year we had it in July. Very strange. Had a very dry summer. Didn't have much rain at all until the end of August. So we had a fire ban all summer. Couldn't even do campfires or anything in your backyard or whatever. So, hey, Marion. Okay, so on the weekend I went to a crap. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Crop. Went to a crop. One of the women's groups in our local, one of our local churches here, hosts the crop once a month, most months of the year. 8 or 10 months of the year. We don't do it during the summer. But anyway, so it's Friday evening, 6 till 10, and Saturday from 9 a.m. till 5, and includes lunch and snacks and whatever, lots of food. It's $30. Anyway, it's good time. Also, one of a lady who owns an online scrapbook store, and she actually travels in Nova Scotia and southern New Brunswick to a lot of these crop weekends, and she takes her store with her, and she packs a lot of stuff in her truck and travels around with it. And she has very, reasonable prices. She doesn't charge extra just because she's hauling it around to sell it. But anyway, so this weekend, all I bought from her this time, of course, as you know, most of you know, I'm destashing, possibly looking at moving into assisted living. So I'll be going from 2-bedroom to 1-bedroom. So my craft room will be going into my living room. Well, it'll probably end up being most of my living room, because all I'm going to take with me as living room furniture is my couch and my end tables, maybe my coffee table too. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that, because it was Mom's and Dad's. So I was going to sell it, but I may not sell it. But I don't think I'll take my chair that goes with the set. I might buy a lazy boy for myself instead of taking the matching chair. I'm not sure. But I'm selling my dining room table. I'll have to sell my washer and dryer. A lot of my craft. I'm really paring down my craft stuff, keeping only the stuff that I use all the time. I'm selling most of my dies. I'm keeping some of my favorite Tim Holtz dies. And keeping my Big Shot, of course, because I'm keeping my embossing folders. A lot of my smaller dies, my thinlits and stuff, I'm selling those because any of those shapes I can cut with my Cameo. So I'm getting rid of all that stuff. I'm keeping my ink pads, but I'm going to try to pare down my stamps to 2 binders if I can. I'm just going to keep my favorite stamps, the ones I use for card making, and some of my mixed media stamps and stuff, but just my favorites that I, use. But anyway, I bought 3 Distress Oxide from the second. These are the 3 from the second release that I really, really wanted. So I've got the Wild Honey. Well, it started, Darren, it will probably start clearing up there, because it started clearing up here about 1 o'clock. So it will probably clear up over your way in an hour or so if it hasn't started yet. So I got the Wild Honey, the Salty Ocean, and of course, my favorite in both versions of Distress, the Twisted Citron. So those were the 3 from the second release that I really wanted. So I just bought those 3. So I've got those. I'm just going to stick them somewhere here. There we go. And I bought, of course, my Tim Holtz stamp. Yay! Platform. I finally got it. I'm so excited. Two nice magnets come with it. The Misty, you have to buy them separate, and you pay like $30 more for the Misty than for this. So you have genitis today, Jillian. She can't type. Hey there. Okay, so I'm excited. I played around a little bit with that at the crop. What I did most at the crop was I finally put the photos in my Austin, Texas travel journal. Let me move in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in a bit further for this part. So back in 2013, a group of our online community, now several of these ladies don't come online very often anymore. They'll drop in sometimes. But this is the first time any of us got together before we started Baltimore retreats. So it was down in Austin, Texas. And so I made this journal before I left, and I had pockets in it and took paper so that I could write notes as I was going along. So I've just got some journal notes in there from the trip. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, so I've got, my boarding pass and my luggage tag or something or the other there that I stuck on right away. So I've just now finally printed pictures. Some of these photos are my photos, and some are photos that I nabbed online at the time from some of the other ladies who were there. So this is the airport in Texas. They have these really cool guitar and another boarding pass for coming home, I guess, or I didn't look closely at it. I just stuck it in there. This is in the shuttle from the airport to the hotel. We did it at the Best Western in Austin, right near the airport. And this is interesting. My this particular paper is obviously not ink fast or die fast, whatever you want to call it. Because when I wrote on the paper, excuse me, with my white gel pen, it turned pink. Vicky won't like me showing her, so I'll cover her over. This is Carol. She's from Oklahoma. Carol been okay. There's our happy Diane and Miss Annette. Annette helped Bren with the organization of it. Myself and Sherry, Pinky J Sherry, won free travel and hotel on our Streamathon that year, so we got to go to the retreat for free. This is Robin, Canadian Robin. She drops in every now and then. She's from Ontario. This is Brenda. She comes online every now and then. Brenda Moffat. She is down in Texas somewhere. Not far from Annette, actually. This is Deborah. Deborah came from Saskatchewan. The three here are Mitzi Curry, not Mindy Mitz. Not Mitz. Mitzi Curry. This is Martha. And this is Artie Dar. Hey, Arlene, about time. And then Happy Diane again. Happy Diane actually came to visit me in May. Just as I started getting sick, poor thing. I sent her home with the flu because I gave it to her. Ugh, I felt so bad. I thought it was just my asthma, or I would have worn a mask if I'd realized it wasn't just my asthma. But anyway, Deborah again. This is Fran, Lady of Lost Times. Brenda again. There's Sherry. And there's APG Jamie. APG Jamie does great selfies. And she went around and took... Jamie's in a lot of the photos because she took selfies with everyone who was there. And they ended up being great pictures. This is Annette's personal caregiver, but also now her daughter-in-law. We call her Baby Girl. This is Darcy Glam. You'll see her on Twitter every now and then. She and her sister Jonna used to stream. Miss them a lot. With, of course, APG Jamie. There's Carol Been Okay again. I know, so do I, Eileen. I wish they'd come back. And this is Bren, who lives in Austin. So she did a lot of the organizing and the hosting of the event, and along with Annette's assistance. And Bren. And Vicky, Cajun Stamper. Vicky, you see her, she comes in every now and then. Vicky with an I. Jamie posing. I got to share a table for the weekend with Jamie and Happy Diane. She was so fun. Oh my gosh, I kept spreading out and encroaching on her space, and she didn't complain. She kind of ended up with about a 9x9 space. No, Artie, we had mustaches in one of our gift bags, so we kind of had a mustache day. Got to go around with my glue eraser. There's just a couple of spots that are a little sticky. Happy Diane. It's me. There I am. This was the evening we all arrived, and oh my gosh, my legs were so swollen after I flew. I didn't wrap. I just wore my garments. My garments were new. I thought they would be enough, so I didn't wrap with my bandages. I just wore my garments. Yeah, that was a mistake. From now on, I will wrap when I fly. Artie Dar and Annette and Martha. Sherry and me. They had a great continental breakfast with Texas-shaped waffles. Oops. Hanging out in our room. Just hanging out and gabbing. Me again. There's Dana. I've got another picture of Dana too somewhere. Hanging out. Mitzi did these little art dolls with us with triominoes, and checkers and wire and beads. That's Mitzi there with Jamie. There she is. There's Dana. Dana Christensen. If you want to see awesome, amazing art, go to Dana's Inspirations. That's her blog on Blogspot. Dana's Inspirations on Blogspot. She does amazing art. She's very busy now. Her mother's lived in with her, has a new grandson, has a 7-year-old grandson. No worries, Darren. So Happy Diane and Annette, outside of Hobby Lobby, they had a scooter race on their electric scooters. Yes, they did. They got a lot of curious looks. Fran, Deborah, we went to eat at the Texican Cafe, kind of like Mexican food goes barbecue. It was yummy. Okay. And this was just in the restaurant. So, I've got a few more pictures to add in. So, I've got empty pages, but I have a few more pictures that I did not set up. So, that's basically, I had to cut up all those photos and glue them in while I was gabbing. So, and this was the one I did for Baltimore. I went to Baltimore the first year. So this was my travel journal I did for the first, for Baltimore the year I went. I even put in here our list of supplies that we got to bring, that we were going to use. I've got my, that's another list. My ticket, my itinerary, my flight itinerary, my priority sticker that went on my luggage because I went by Porter and it was overweight. So you can see my hair was shorter. 2015 this was. You can see that I have my legs wrapped for my flight to Baltimore. In the plane. This is coming into Baltimore. We had this for our key card for our room. There's Paula and Patty were our hostesses. There they are doing their class. Oh, Jillian, get the just a second. I saw, I don't know what it's called, Jillian, but I saw, what's her name? The one that does Jennifer McGuire. I saw Jennifer McGuire on her Big Shot. Took off the handle and there's like a motor that you can add on to the side of it. I have no idea what it is, but if you email Sizzix, you might be able to find out exactly what it is. But it was her regular Big Shot, the white and kind of like one of the last ones that came out. Like the white and brown one. Maybe the Heidi Swap one, maybe. And then I noticed that she had a motor on the side of it in place of the handle to make it work. No, not a Vagabond, but it just attaches to your regular Big Shot, this motor. So this is the center where it is in Baltimore. So then these are just all my pictures. Ange and Z, Carrie, my roomie CB, my other roomie CB and Andrea, CB again. This is June. She came with a friend of Z's. Colleen. This is us at breakfast. Oh, there's Vicky. Hugs Vicky. Vicky passed away a month after our get together. Happy Diane came on the Saturday to visit us. She didn't come for the whole weekend, but she came to visit and say hi. And there is Rain. Rain passed away last year. There's Ange, me and Z. Patty and her teeth. Look at Patty and her teeth. If you haven't seen Patty with her teeth on, there's Patty with her hillbilly teeth. And Carrie. Me and Happy Diane. There's Jane, LJ. Lucy Jane, also known as Jane. On Facebook, she's Jane Martin. There's me. I opened my Dilutions green paint and it went everywhere. And then Eileen did a digital thing saying she did it. And this is what my bag looked like when I got home. With all my Dilutions paint, they blew up in my suitcase. Thank goodness I had them in a baggie. Rain and Andrea, Vicky. So these two have since passed away from our group. There's Susan. Susan Love Ribbons. She just had her beautiful grandson. There's Tam. Tambit. She comes into streams. There's Tam again. Tam and Rain and Andrea. This is just the cover I did of a journal that Patty taught. This is what Paula taught. Paula at Starbucks. Heading out to Queen's Ink. And it's just a sign for the NSA, so I thought that was kind of funny. We went past the NSA. Here's Queen's Ink. In line at the Queen's Ink. And this is Sandy Alnack was in line in front of us. She had just finished doing a class, I guess. Don't know if you guys follow her on YouTube or not. Z, there's our wonderful Paula. At the airport on the way home, I ate at the something turtle, the green turtle, and I got crab cakes. Oh my gosh. They were so good. And I got fresh raspberry iced tea. Oh, that was yummy too. Yeah, Joan. This is on the way home, landing in Toronto. You can see the... Oops, sorry. No, you can't. That white spot there, that's the Sky Dome, well now known as Rogers Centre. And right beside it is the CN Tower. So we flew right over downtown Toronto, going in to make our turn. This is a sculpture in the Halifax Airport, where I had to... This is me at the Halifax Airport waiting for my bus to come back to Moncton. So that's my Baltimore travel journal. So, obviously those I'm keeping in my... I'm not getting rid of those from my D-stash. So I'm going to stop the recording and start a new one for my watercolor. Just hold on.